What up, YouTube? Ed WeskerGriff coming back with a PSA submission reveal video. Doing this video in a different location, doing it outside with some of the natural lighting. So I've never done a video in here before, so I'm kind of curious to see how it sounds and how things look, but there's a ton of natural light in here, so I figure I'd take advantage of it. It's a beautiful day outside, nice 70 degrees, nice and breezy, so I figure I'd do a video here. Now, this PSA submission is all the way from November, so it took a little over 6 months to get this submission back, this group submission that I did with Mike O. So, utterly insane. It was a 60-day bulk submission, and it went well over that. And to wait that long on a turnaround for cards, it's very, very difficult. So, thankfully, it didn't take a year. We did get them back. These popped and shipped about a week or so ago. And overall, within the general order, I think PSA was really stringent. There were so many 8.5s in the orders and a ton of 9s. There wasn't too many 10s or as many 10s as there normally is. So pretty difficult order. And to wait that long and to get hammered on some of these cards was not a pleasant experience. But here's my cards. Overall, for myself personally, I did okay. I was definitely saved on a few cards, but there was a couple huge disappointments. So we'll start off with this card first. This is from 2019 Topps. This is the 150th anniversary. Came back a near mint to mint 8 of Eloy Jimenez, and that's not the grade you want for this card. But I've been noticing a lot that with 2019 Topps, almost all the 2019 Topps I'm seeing is getting either a near mint to mint 8 or it's getting a mint 9. So I'm not really seeing too many 10s out there in group submissions on 2019 Topps. But I bought this card at the Neshaminy Card Show for $4. I got it from a dealer that I always submit raw cards for grading. And prior to this, my track record with that dealer was always getting gem mint 10. So this is the first time I submitted a card from that particular dealer where I did not get a gem. So I looked this card over quite well, and I really don't see where the issue is. And I've never thought about cracking open a card, cracking it out. But this particular card, I think, might be a crack out candidate. So I might crack it out and send it to SGC and see what opinion they give. But overall, I'm not sure what I'm missing on this card. But it was disappointing to get an 8 on that. Next was another disappointment. I got this at the Philly show for a few bucks. This was very, very well centered. I remember I was standing with Ray from Philly when I was purchasing this card, and we talked about how greatly centered it was. This is from 2001 Bowman Heritage. This is the Chase Utley rookie, and this also came back a near mint to mint 8. So not the grade you want on this card. You're looking for a 9 or a 10, and that's just very disappointing to get the 8, because this card in particular is very difficult to find a nice centered copy. Centering is usually the main issue with this card. And as you can see, it's not an issue with this particular example. I looked at the corners, they look fine. So it must be a surface issue, but I'm not seeing where it's at. So again, this might be another card that I potentially crack out. And again, that's something I never have done before. I don't like cracking out cards. Just not a fan of doing it, but with these two cards, there's not much that I'm seeing where it got that grade. Next card was another card I bought at the Philly show. This is from 2016 Bowman Draft. This is the Chrome Sky Blue Refractor, a mint 9 of Bo Bichette. So I bought this at the Philly show in 2019 in September, the September show. Got a good deal on it, only paid $20 for this card raw. And B-Rolf 6, Brian, actually buys a ton of cards from this particular dealer. And he told me whenever you buy cards from this particular dealer, if you send it in for grading, you're going to either get a 9 or a 10. And sure enough, came back a 9. So Brian was right on the money. But I was hoping for a 10 on that particular card, obviously, but a 9 is still worth keeping for my collection. So next card is also from 2019 Topps. This is another 150th anniversary. Came back a mint 9 of Jeff McNeil. So yet again, another 2019 Topps that doesn't get a gem mint 10. And tough pill to swallow. But I also bought this card from the same dealer at the Neshaminy show that I got the Eloy Jimenez from. So same dealer that I have a great track record on. I got an 8 and a 9. But now we're getting into the good stuff because we make a very, very, very strong rebound after those missteps. So those were all the cards that were a disappointment or didn't get the gems on. But here is where the submission takes off. And I submitted a batch of 2019 Topps Chrome Pete Alonso rookies. So Pete Alonso, around that time when I submitted these cards, he was, I believe he just won the Rookie of the Year. So I was really high on Pete around November. So I wanted to get all these cards slabbed. And I got into a 2019 Topps Chrome group break with Saul, B.D. Kane, 721. And the Mets were the team that I had. So basically every Pete Alonso card I got, I submitted for grading. So I got 4 of the Petes in the base. And all 4 of them, thankfully, came back a gem mint 10. So 4 10s there on the Petes. Show the other 2. And that just goes to show we did a full case of Chrome and we only pulled 4 Pete rookies. So think about that. There's 12 boxes in a case, 24 packs per box, and we only pulled 4 Pete Alonso rookies. And then this was my best hit from that break. This is also from 2019 Topps Chrome. This is the refractor of Pete Alonso. So we managed to pull 1 refractor of Pete. Sent that in, and it also got the gem mint 10. So that's a great card to have for the collection. Really happy about that one. And then this card, this is the final card from the Neshaminy dealer that I always buy from. So I submitted 3 cards in this order from him. This one did come back a gem mint 10. And this, out of the 3 cards, out of the Eloy Jimenez, Jeff McNeil 150th anniversary, and then this card, this one, in my opinion, is the best of the 3. So out of those 3 cards, I was happy this one came back to 10 out of those 3. But this is from 2018 Topps Chrome Update. This is the X-Fractor, which is numbered out of 99 of Shane Bieber. So that came back a gem mint 10. So really happy about that one. Shane Bieber's criminally underrated. Had a very, very good season. Tons of strikeouts. And I think Filmington is the only other person in the community that has been talking about Shane Bieber, but really, really awesome pitcher. So happy about that one. Bought that for $4 raw. So great deal there. And then the final card, probably the crown jewel in the order. This is from 2011 Topps. This is the Diamond Anniversary. I pulled this back in 2011. It is a Freddie Freeman rookie Diamond Anniversary. Came back a gem mint 10. So as you can see, started off really, really sluggish. Almost was panicking a little bit, seeing the results from the first cards. But then you get the gem mint 10 on the Freeman, the Bieber, and all the Petes. And there's salvation at the end of the road there. So almost was going to be a nightmare. Almost was a bloodbath. But thankfully, like I said, some salvation at the end there with the order. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you have a great one. I have one more order out, the PSA, that was sent back in January that I think is on stage 7, so hopefully we'll be getting that soon. And then after that, I don't have any more cards out to PSA, but I am going to be getting another order out to them. But I don't expect that to come back for a very long time. But that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. If you're submitting cards, good luck and have fun with it. So take care. Peace.